NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Fire on these two.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Stepping up. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Back.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. That'll bring up second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. It's complete to Snead. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Again, Jackson. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tony Jefferson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the toss, here's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job, because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
Yellow, go on, 80.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they... And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Reggie Ragland, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Jackson, Roberts has it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Joker, Joker. Slam.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Jackson on first down. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense that?
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 23 yards to pick up there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And an alley to run. And they work this out past the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On 2nd down, Ingram. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And past the 40.